The challenges of visual aids. We will not speak on that topic today, however. What I'd like to do is speak, first of all, on a more serious subject. And for those of you who have an iPad, you can appreciate that if you can't get to the screen will come to you. That said, what I'd like to do on a more serious note, as I mentioned, is I'd like to talk to you about this particular initiative, which is referred to as the California Cancer Research Initiative. In doing so, what I'd like to begin with by asking you, how many of you have had a friend or a relative that has had cancer? How many of you would like to save a life? I had a sister, Angie, with breast cancer. I had a brother, Anthony, with prostate cancer. I lost a nephew, far too young, with lung cancer. I can assure you that each and every one of you, in fact 40% of the population, will be affected by one cancer or another. The number one cancer for women is breast cancer. The number one cancer for men is prostate cancer. But the number one cancer for all sexes, both sexes, is lung cancer. Lung cancer is the one cancer that can be eradicated by up to 85% of the number of cancer victims by simply a behavioral change. That change is, of course, the anti-smoking, do not smoke type of activity that we, each and every one of us, need to participate in. I myself was a victim to that smoking. I did it when I was a young man. At age 25, I saw the lungs in living color of a smoker and a non-smoker. And I had two twin boys that were age 3, just learning how to talk, and they kept on saying to me, "Dad, you're going to die from lung cancer." You know, I think my wife might have put him up to it. In any case, I made that emotional change. I ripped up the carton, threw it into the fireplace, and did a cold turkey, and have not smoked since. That said, I'd like to encourage each and every person to do the same. But for today, what my purpose is to first share with you the impact of cancer on all of us, and then to share this initiative with you. Great.
It needs to be in display mode or slideshow mode.
So basically, what the initiative is it is a plan that will go on the ballot, and on the ballot what it will do is it'll add $1 to the cost of every pack of cigarettes. Now, why is that important? Well, first of all, what we hope to do with the funds is, of course, increase the contributions to research. This particular initiative, based on the analysis that was done by those people that are putting it forward, will make a contribution to research that will be second only to the contribution. California will make a contribution that will be only second to the United States in its dollar value. Major impact on all of us. So I encourage you to think about this. It's a CCRA, is of course the acronym that we have for the initiative. This is sponsored by all of the well-known cancer organizations, and I don't need to read them all to you, but just to name a few, it's the American Cancer Society, the Cancer Society Action Network, the American Heart Association, the American Lung Association, Campaign for Tobacco-Free America, or Tobacco-Free Kids, and Stand Up for Cancer, all of which are an active participant with these. Who's opposed to it? Well, Big Tobacco. They have a campaign that they're going to spend, they have spent 10 times the amount of money in campaigning for tobacco than we have, any of us have spent in advising kids not to smoke. So we really need to address this. Some of those funds will help do that. Again, what's the purpose? To save lives. To fund cancer research, to protect our California kids, and to provide needed tax dollars to fund these activities. Over 140,000 Californians have been diagnosed with cancer. 560,000 die from cancer in the United States, in all of the United States, each and every year. 560,000 people that we can change. Again, where's the money going? Well, you can see on the slide that you can't read very well, and my apologies for the technology, but 60% of the funds will go towards research. 20% will go to fund smoking concessions and tobacco preventive use, anti-smoking campaigns, etc. 15% to pay for facilities, and 3% to help law enforcement. No more than 2% will go to administrative costs. I mentioned to you that nearly 1 out of 2, 40% of the people, will be impacted by cancer. This is the total dollar value that we talked about, which we anticipate will be over $450 million at any point in time. Several thousand will be saved by this. We anticipate that with passage, that will prevent 200,000 kids from becoming smokers, prevent 20,000 prematures from occurring because of the effects of smoking on the fetus, protect thousands of kids from secondhand smoke, and of course keep more kids from losing parents to cancers, emphysemas, and heart disease that is also impacted. California Cancer Research Act will save money. $37 million will be saved on the average. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with my slides very well. 43 million fewer smokers. And a long-time health savings of $5.1 million. So what am I asking you to do? Volunteer. Volunteer to be a spokesperson. We need spokespeople like myself. We want to get as many as we can, get out into community, make this initiative as aware. I plead with you to make it. I plea bargain with you. In any case, get out there and do it. Of course, vote for it. And volunteer in any way you can. It's a worthy cause. Thank you.